is Coach Christy from CrossFit Mokina, bringing to you our workout for Thursday, April 16th, 2020. It is called This and Murph Prep. Yes, there is also Murph Prep. Before we get started, do not forget that this week's weekly challenge is to attend a Zoom class. Not only do you get accomplishment for the weekly challenge, but you also get to mark off a bingo square. Zoom classes are at 7 a.m., noon, and 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. So CrossFit Mokina members, make sure you RSVP in Tribe, and we'll see you there. So let's go ahead and talk about our workout today. We have 3 components. We have a strength, we have a warm-up, and of course our workout. Our strength has 2 parts, a body weight component and a weighted component. First, we're gonna do 2 rounds of the body weight. We're gonna do 10 arm circles, followed by 10 air squats and 5 push-ups, going through that list twice. Then we're gonna grab our kettlebell or our dumbbell, 2 rounds of snatches, goblet squats, cleans, and overhead squats, completing 6 of each, going through that list twice. Our strength is a 16-minute EMOM. We have 4 different moves today, meaning we're going through this list 4 times, a total of 16 minutes. On the first minute, we're gonna go back to those kettlebell or dumbbell snatches, completing 6 on each arm, alternating if you would like, not alternating if you would not like. On the next minute, we're gonna do 4 Navy SEAL burpees. On the next minute, 15 kettlebell or dumbbell goblet squats. And then on the final minute, 13 tricep dips. Again, the strength is 4-minute sequences for a total of 16 minutes. So you're gonna go through the list 4 times. Our workout is called This and Murph Prep. Yes, it is. Our workout is a 17-minute AMRAP. We're gonna start with 10 plank up downs, 5 on each side, followed by 20 kettlebell or dumbbell swings, 18 kettlebell or dumbbell cleans, 9 on each arm, followed by 8 hand release push-ups, 14 kettlebell or dumbbell overhead squats, 7 on each arm, and then 12 high knees on each leg. So really it's like 24 total. Notice this little caveat here. For those of you that have a barbell, feel free to add in a barbell and do power cleans and overhead squats instead. As I mentioned, today there is also Murph Prep. You can find the Murph Prep online at cfmokina, MOKENA.com. What is Murph Prep? We're gonna focus on my shirt really quick. Murph is a 1-mile run, followed by 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, followed by 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and then another mile run. Murph is a hero WOD that all CrossFits in the nation complete Memorial Day weekend. And we just want to get you as prepared for that as possible. For those of you that plan to complete Murph in a weighted vest, make sure you are training in your weighted vest. Gentlemen, the challenge is 20 pounds. Females, the challenge is 14 pounds. So I'm going to start with our warm-up. The body weight part of the warm-up, arm circles, air squats, and push-ups. For those arm circles, we want to make them big and dramatic. We want to go both forwards and backwards for 10. For those push-ups, hands are going to go underneath my shoulders. I like air squats are next. For those air squats, feet underneath my shoulders. I'm going to push back to get my weight in my heels, fight to get down below parallel, and then full hip extension at the top. From another angle, pushing back to get my weight in my heels, keeping my torso tall, and then full hip extension at the top. 10 arm circles, 10 air squats. For those push-ups, hands go underneath my shoulders, elbows track back along the ribs till my chest touches the floor, and then I rise to full extension. I can come down in one piece and roll up if I need to, or I can roll down and roll up. After we go through that list twice, we're then going to go into the weighted part of our warm-up. We're going to do 6 of every move, starting with 6 snatches on a kettlebell or a dumbbell. As mentioned in the strength, it is up to you if you want to alternate or not. Either way, for that snatch, it's one motion from the floor overhead. So I'm going to deadlift, shrug, bring that elbow high, and dip to receive overhead. I can do 3 on this arm, or I can go alternating deadlift, shrug, high elbow, and dip to receive overhead. So we're gonna start with 6 snatches. Then we're gonna do 6 goblet squats. Holding the kettlebell or dumbbell at the chest, right in front of you in the front rack position, we're gonna complete an air squat, simply called a goblet squat because we're holding an object in the front rack position. So we're gonna do 6 of those. After that, we're gonna do 6 cleans. A clean simply starts at the floor and ends up in the front rack position, which is the shoulders. So I'm gonna start down at the floor, deadlift, same momentum with that shrug and high elbow, but I finish at the shoulder rather than overhead. So from the floor to the shoulder, from the floor to the shoulder. Then overhead squats, and you wanna do this on both sides, by the way. For those overhead squats, kettlebell or dumbbell is overhead, and we literally just squat. So again, we wanna make sure we're doing all of these movements on both sides. After we're done with our warm-up, we're gonna go into our 16-minute strength. Again, it's 4 movements. We're gonna start with 12 kettlebell dumbbell snatches. That means 6 on each arm. You can do all 6 in a row on the right and all 6 in a row on the left, or you can break it up however you want. 3, 3, 3, 3, or you can even do singles. That is up to you. After that, we're gonna do some Navy SEAL burpees. What is a Navy SEAL burpee? A Navy SEAL burpee actually involves 3 push-ups. I'm gonna come down to the floor. I'm gonna do a push-up, bring my knee to my chest. Push-up, knee to my chest, another push-up, and then come up and complete the burpee. So come down to the floor, push-up, knee to the chest, push-up, knee to the chest, push-up, and then clap when we get overhead. You can roll down and roll up if you need to. So I'm gonna roll down, knee to my chest, roll down and up, knee to my chest, roll down and up, and finish that burpee overhead. So that's 1 repetition. Down, knee, down, up for that burpee. That's 1. We need to get through that sequence 4 times. On the next minute, we're gonna do 15 of those goblet squats, again, holding the kettlebell or dumbbell in the front rack position. And on the final minute, we're gonna do tricep dips. For those dips, if your legs are bent, it's going to be easier. If your legs are straight, it's a bit more challenging. Hands on the edge of your chair or your box, we're simply going to dip down, press up, dip down, press up, fighting for 13. And then again, we're gonna go through that sequence 4 times for a total of 16 minutes. Our strength then today is a 17-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 17 minutes. We're gonna start with 10 plank up downs. So I'm gonna start up, hence the name, in a push-up plank. So I'm up in a push-up plank. I'm gonna come down and back up. That's 1. You wanna alternate your lead arm. Down and up is 2. Down and up is 3. Down and up is 4. We're going for 10 total, which would be 5 on each side. Then we're gonna go back into those kettlebell or dumbbell swings, going for 20 total, tiny little dip, pushing on that kettlebell or dumbbell with our hips. And we wanna make sure we get our biceps right by our ears at the top of that movement. After our 20 kettlebell or dumbbell swings, we're gonna go back into those cleans. That's where the object starts on the floor and finishes in the front rack position, which is at our shoulder. We're gonna do 9 on each side. Then what is a hand release push-up? Different than the Navy SEAL push-ups. I'm gonna do a regular push-up, but lift up my hands at the bottom. So when I come down to the floor, I need to lift my hands before I push back up. Yes, we can roll, lift up our hands, and then roll back up if we need to, but we wanna fight to make sure we get our hands off the floor. 2 more moves. Next thing is those overhead squats, kettlebell or dumbbell overhead, 7 on each arm. And then the final thing is high knees. It says it's gonna be 12, but times 2. So it's gonna be counted 1, 1, 2, 2, really like 24 total. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, up to 24 total. So don't forget, once you're done with this, there is still Murph Prep online at cfmokena.com, cfmokena.com. Check that out, and make sure you join us for a Zoom class at either 7 a.m., noon, or 5:30 or 6:30 p.m. so that you can mark off another bingo square. Good luck, everybody.